Coming up on this week's travel show,
making ancient Greece more accessible.
I mean, this is an extra part of the trip. This is a part that only we get.
We meet the woman who helped the famous stray cats of Athens survive through the pandemic.
She's so cute.
And we're off to Spain for a taste of the sun.
Wow. Oh my God, that crashing sound. I'm back. Wow, look at that.
History and accessibility can sometimes feel like they're at odds with each other. I love a historical site as much as the next person, but with narrow walkways, flights of stone steps and worn-away surfaces, a visit can feel like a Herculean task.
That's a bit of a mission.
I'm making my way up to the Acropolis, which in Greek means high city, which doesn't look nor sound very wheelchair friendly.
So before COVID, it was a proper mission to get up to the Acropolis if you had any sort of mobility issues. Basically, you had a 15-minute hike up a load of steep stairs and loads of steep ramps before you came to any sort of accessible pathway. But since then, things have changed.
The Acropolis is Greece's #1 tourist attraction, and pre-pandemic, over 3.5 million people climbed to the top each year. One good thing to come out of the lockdowns was there was finally the time and the space to make the site more accessible to those with mobility issues.
Just seen a sign for disabled entrance, I think. Yeah. You know what? It's still a mission to get up here. I can see why the ancient Greeks were so fit. You have to be a god to get up this ramp. Let's do it. Which way am I going? This way? Thank you. Remember when I said it was a 15-minute hike up some stairs to get to the Acropolis? Those are the stairs I'm talking about. Wow, I'd never make it up there. Hello.
But help is at hand. All I have to do is catch my breath and admire the scenery as I wait for the brand new lift built to comfortably accommodate 2 wheelchairs at a time. But not everyone sees it as an improvement, with some critics calling it a modernist eyesore. Well, I think it beats climbing flights of steps any day of the week.
This is all right. Look at this view. This is just... I mean, this is an extra part of the trip. This is a part that only we get. All the other good old-fashioned 2-leggers have to go up the stairs. And this is what I'm talking about.
After just 40 seconds in the lift and using the Acropolis's new accessible paths, I get to experience all of this. The Acropolis has a long history, and over its time it's been used as a fortress, a mosque, and it's even been blown up. But its headliner has got to be the Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the ancient Greek goddess Athena, who gave the city of Athens its name.
Wow, I have never been so happy to see concrete. That is amazing. I've actually been here before, and the last time I was here, this was all rough and gravelly and really hard to push along. But now I get to experience the Acropolis, and I get this wonderful view of the Parthenon. This is brilliant. I want to take these concrete slabs home.
But improvements is not a word some would use when describing the work carried out at the site.
Not everyone is happy with the renovations that have gone on here at the Acropolis. You know, some people have complained about the concrete slabs being laid down, saying that it's hiding the original features of the Acropolis and even wounding the stone here. But I've been told that these slabs can be raised and you'll still have the original features. And actually, look, this is some of the original stone and it's smooth anyway.
Rival historians claim the work carried out is a means to get more tourists to visit and is disrespectful to the site's diverse past. I'm heading down to the Acropolis Museum to meet a man who knows a thing or two about ancient history, and he believes the ancient Greeks themselves would have been okay with this upgrade.
Ancient Greek civilization, culture, is an anthropocentric culture. That means they created their gods in the image of themselves. Zeus, Hera, Aphrodite, and so on. And between them, they had Hephaestus, a very hard-working metalsmith and very powerful god. And he was lame.
Wow, that's incredible. Disabled gods or gods with disabilities. I'm learning so many new things. This is amazing.
And I'm also told that accessibility at the Acropolis is not a new thing.
Even in the archaic period, that means 6th century BC, there were ramps leading up to the temple of Athena, not the Parthenon, because the Parthenon didn't exist until the 5th century, but even earlier. There is evidence for this ramp as well, and many times it has been interpreted that it was for the animals to be sacrificed. But it is not only that, it is also for all the people helping disabled people and older people or pregnant women and so on, so that they have a good and easy accessibility towards the temple of their goddess.
And the conversation has got quite heated. You know, people have said that it's the Disneyfication of the monuments here. It's wounding the rock. It's barbaric. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
Come on, these are politics. And politics, it is actually, democratically speaking, different options of different people. You cannot look with my eyes and I cannot look with yours.
There are plans in place to make the site even more accessible with the installation of further paths. I, for one, think this attraction is setting a good example to historic monuments throughout the world, and I'm really happy that I get to experience the Acropolis now.
Well, if you're planning on visiting Athens anytime soon, here's a rundown of things to maybe look out for.
You might find yourself paying through the nose to get onto one of Athens' many beaches. Entry fees can push up into the hundreds of euros at somewhere like Astir Beach during peak season. Vouliagmeni Lake is a good alternative. It has sunbeds, hot springs and limestone caves for about 15 euros each. Athens open-air amphitheatres are a really special place to go and see a concert or play. Patti Smith and Diane Krall are both appearing this summer at the Odeon Herodes Atticus at the foot of the Acropolis. Now, if you're a fan of the classics, plays by Aeschylus, Sophocles and Euripides are on at the ancient theatre of Epidaurus with full English subtitles. I think I'll need them. Many visitors pass through the vast and ancient Piraeus port on their way to the Greek islands. While you're there, check out the old workshops and warehouses in surrounding streets. In recent times, the buildings have become a hub for contemporary art galleries. A brand new metro line can whisk you there from central Athens in around 50 minutes. And Athens is known for its open-air cinemas, and throughout June, July and August you can catch classic films and new releases in some beautiful outdoor spots. The screenings take place under starry skies in the city's squares, museums and parks, and some are totally free of charge.
Right, stay with us because still to come on the programme.
She's so cute.
I meet the woman who helped hundreds of her four-legged friends survive the pandemic here in Athens. And Kate's off to Malaga in Spain to take on another culinary challenge.
And take another one, the olive oil is going to be totally different.
They
right?
look identical
Yeah,
to me.
but you know, I promise it's going to be total different taste.
So don't go away.
These are just some of the cats of Athens. If you've ever visited Greece, then there's a good chance a feline friend has made a cameo appearance in your trip. Outside a taverna or at an ancient ruin, these guys are everywhere.
She's so cute.
I'm meeting Sambika, a volunteer at Athens-based cat charity 9 Lives.
We are a team, 9 Lives, and we feed every day here in Acropolis and in many other places around the center of Athens.
Wow, that's a big job. Are there many cats in Athens?
Yes, we feed around over 500 cats around the center.
The team at 9 Lives definitely have their work cut out. So I've decided to help Sambika with the dinner time shift and get some grub out to these furry Athenians.
They are always together.
These two, yeah?
Yes.
Best friends. How did the pandemic affect the work that you were doing and also the welfare of the cats?
Well, suddenly, because the town was empty, you could see so many cats. It revealed a lot of cats. We didn't know that they were around, and we had to feed more because probably some of them were eating around tavernas who were not anymore opened. Hola Diego, this is Diego.
Oh, you recognise because of the eye?
Yeah, he lost his eye recently. Ella, baby, come here.
This isn't just about keeping these cats' bellies full. Feeding them breeds trust and allows 9 Lives volunteers to carry out important health checks.
It's not so much food for them. A town is not the physical environment for the animals. They don't have enough food, and they wouldn't be so healthy. They would be a little bit skinny, sick, and if we didn't sterilize them, they would be thousands.
Yeah.
So they would die.
Yeah.
They wouldn't survive.
No tourists meant no tavernas. And if it wasn't for volunteers, these guys would have gone hungry. But as Athens opens up again, should we all be sharing our meals with the local cats?
Okay, they can give them a treat, as far as not problem for the owner. I do it also when I eat in a tavern. Animals mustn't eat actually our food. And sometimes it can be dangerous for them because usually they give the bones of the fish. I always carry now with me cat food, so I don't have to take from my plate and give to the animals if I am outside. I have something always.
Right, next time I'm in Athens, I'll be packing cat biscuits for sure. Well, to finish up this week, we're leaving the cat food behind and heading off to Spain, where Kate Hardy-Buckley is on the lookout for something far more enticing to add to her menu.
I'm in Malaga, a sun-kissed port city in southern Spain. Now, every summer I normally pass straight through here to another town further along the Costa del Sol, but this time I'm sticking around. With its fertile soil, the sea air, and over 300 days of sunshine a year, this region is perfect for finding the best produce. José Carlos Garcia is one of Malaga's finest ambassadors of gastronomy. He suggested we meet at the Mercado Central to explore some local produce that inspire his Michelin-starred restaurant.
Muchas veces le ponen que es procedencia de Málaga porque nos gusta presumir que hay producto muy rico como pueden ser los mangos, los higos de la reina.
What are we gonna cook together?
Me encantaría hacer algo muy malagueño y vamos a hacer una sopa fría que está hecha con almendra, aceite de oliva y ajo, muy poquito ajo, el ajo es un perfume. Le vamos a poner un poco de fruta, me encantaría hacer con pitaya, que es una fruta de mucho color. Vamos a poner algo del mar. La combinación es mágica, es Málaga.
Riquísimo.
Sí.
Before I leave the market, I pick up the almonds for our ajo blanco soup. First up, I visit Finca La Torre, producers of one of the world's most premium extra virgin olive oils. These like 100-year-old trees?
Yeah,
Wow.
even more. Yeah.
Wow. Victor Perez tends to his 34,000 olive trees with such care. His olive oil receives the perfect score at competitions.
We take, one olive and take another one. The olive oil is going to be totally different.
They
right?
look identical
Yeah,
to me.
but I promise it's going to be total different taste. In a few weeks, they will become a little bit yellow and they will be more tender. It's a signal that the olive oil content is full now.
That means harvest time, and Victor prioritizes quality, not quantity.
From this tree, we will get around 30-40 kilos.
So that's only
So
four
it
bottles,
it
three
means,
or four
yeah,
bottles.
3 or 4 bottles.
From the moment the olive leaves the tree to the bottle, how long does that take?
The whole process, it takes around 2 hours since we...
2 hours?
It has to be really fast. There's no other way.
This estate dates back to Roman times, and today we're pressing the olives the old-fashioned way. Wow, oh my God, that crushing sound. I'm back. Wow, look at that. Unlike wine, which often improves with age, olive oil is best fresh. It's delicious. I'm gonna go back to London now, start drinking olive oil in a wine glass. I've also got to bring Chef José Carlos something from the sea, and I'm just in time for the fishermen coming in from their night trawl. I've seen sardines, I've seen anchovies, boqueron. Doesn't get much fresher than this. This is absolutely amazing. The noise, the pace, all the chatter. Literally, your fish is off the boat, into auction, and in a matter of hours, onto a plate. I pick up some sardines, a fish synonymous with this city. Last on my list is the pitaya, the dragon fruit. Beautiful
Muy
colors.
bonito.
This cactus fruit, often associated with Southeast Asia, originates from southern Mexico. Its production in Spain has grown exponentially in the last few years.
Tiene muchas múltiples vitaminas, entonces también por la gente que hace deporte, que hace dieta, pues como nosotros decimos aquí, para la operación bikini, que está bastante bien, pues viene muy bien, es muy recomendable porque tiene pocas calorías y porque tiene mucha agua y te hidrata, muy bien.
And now to José Carlos García's Michelin-starred restaurant, the Marina.
Vamos a empezar por la parte más especial, que es la parte de la sopa fría.
The easy stuff for me, the difficult stuff for you.
Ok.
We grind the almonds to create the base of the ajo blanco soup.
Y ahora vamos a echar el oro líquido. Para nosotros es lo más especial, ¿no?
It's totally changed color to magnificent creamy white.
Es una competición, esto es una competición total.
José Carlos takes the freshest ingredients and turns them into something beautiful.
De un plato muy sencillo, muy popular, nosotros hemos dignificado algo tan humilde y forma parte de la alta cocina malagueña ahora mismo, ¿no?
Wow.
Ah, sí.
Oh my God, it's
Este
beautiful.
es nuestro ajo blanco con pitaya, sardina, es Málaga.
So fresh, the crunch of the fruit, and then the sweet sliminess of the sardine. Absolutely fenomenal.
Muchas gracias. Y me ha gustado el tuyo es muy bueno, ¿eh?
Lo tienes que decir.
Well, that's your lot for this week. Just before we go, a quick word about next week.
Wow, there's so many mummies here, Vivian.
Carmen's back in Chile, where this time she comes face to face with the ancient civilization that's been given new UNESCO recognition for humanity's oldest examples of mummification.
Oh, wow. It's quite small. What can you tell me about this mummy?
Y en particular este cuerpo lo tenemos datado con radiocarbono 14 y tiene 4.000 años de antigüedad.
So make sure you catch that if you can, and also check us out on social media. But for now, from me, Adia Depitan, and the rest of the Travel Show team here in Athens, where it's so good to finally be out on the road again together with you guys, it's goodbye and see you next time.